I'm Todd McAlister, Executive Director of ACCA-Texas, and today I'm out at the C2 Ranch in the heart of Central Texas between Georgetown and Jarrell to meet with our incoming 2014 President, Mike Creamer. Mike Creamer has been on our board now for several years. He's a small commercial contractor, maybe a little different than what some people expect from ACCA members, but we're going to be out here with Mike today, and we're going to talk a little bit about Mike's vision for ACCA-Texas, how he got into the industry, what his passions are when it comes to the industry, specifically vocational training for our youngsters that are out there that want to get into the industry, and maybe what he sees for 2014 and 2015 for ACCA. So sit back, enjoy. We hope you enjoy this little conversation that I'm going to have today with our 2014 President, Mike Creamer. Mike, we really do appreciate you having us out here at the C2 Ranch today.
Well, it's my pleasure, Todd.
Great. Looking forward to visiting with you.
Sure.
Tell me how you got involved in the HVAC business.
After I got out of high school, I was working at a grocery store, and I thought I was doing pretty good, but I had this old pickup with no air conditioning running around Del Rio, Texas, and there's this other kid that I'd gone to school with, and I guess his dad owned an air conditioning company, and he'd come over and work on the air conditioners at the grocery store, and man, I noticed he sure did have a nice truck, and so it kind of got me thinking there might be something to this air conditioning business, and so I kind of started exploring it, and that's how I got involved in it.
So Mike, you got involved in the business about 33 years ago, and if I'm remembering right, in some of the stories that we've talked about, you moved up to Lubbock?
Right. After I got out of school, I had gone to work for a company outside of College Station and worked around, Bryan College Station, and had worked myself up into management, and then decided that I could take what I'd learned in air conditioning and took that and moved up to Lubbock and went and got a marketing degree at Texas Tech. But the good thing was I was able to use what I'd learned in air conditioning to finance the whole college degree without taking out any loans at all. So it worked out pretty good.
So you worked your way through college in Lubbock,
Right.
Got into the industry, moved up to Lubbock, worked your way through college, and were able to use those skills that you learned in HVAC to further your education.
Right.
And I know that plays into one of the things that's very important to you right now is that you are very involved in trying to get younger people into this industry. Is that correct?
Right. It's not just the air conditioning business, but any vocational industry out there, whether it's automotive or welding or construction. It seems like our colleges, or not our colleges, but our high school counselors have just started funneling kids to college. Just everybody's got to have a 4-year degree, and maybe that's good for some people, but it leaves a big gaping hole where we don't have enough talented young people coming into the trades business anymore. So I do all I can to get kids to go to places to, like TSTC or any trade school, just, to try to get more talent into the vocational,
Right.
into the vocations, I guess.
Right, and if I'm remembering right, out here at TSTC, they're building a new branch in Hutto, right?
Right.
And you're going to be on the advisory board for that HVAC department out there?
Yeah, they just opened that school this fall and have a brand new air conditioning department out there. And then I guess this past week they called me and asked me if I'd like to be on their advisory board. And man, I tell you what, that was pretty flattering. 30-something years later, to get asked to be an advisor, for the program that you had gone to. And the neat thing is, I got one son that's I guess 32 now, and he went through the program in Waco. And he has an A license now here and lives in Austin. And then I have one more son that's about to start this fall, and he's going to go into the program. So it's going to be I'm looking forward to it.
So it's family business you got going.
I think.
Good deal. So Mike, one of the things that a lot of people talk about ACCA is that many people think that ACCA is only for residential contractors.
Right.
Of course, we both know that ACCA is not just for residential contractors. Marvin White, our 2013 president, primarily is a refrigeration contractor.
Right.
What is your niche in the business?
We do mainly, I guess, what would be considered light commercial, light industrial type work. We do small office complexes, tilt wall complexes, warehouses, some small medical offices. Do a lot of restaurants and do a lot of cook hoods, stuff like that. Where you have to. It's not just putting metal together, but there's a lot of welding involved, a lot of controls. In fact, in the last year, we've got to where got pretty heavy into where we're doing our own control work now and doing it with a lot of wireless network thermostats and that type of business. So there hadn't been a lot. It didn't seem like for the last 15 years there's been a lot of change in the commercial industry, but then within the last 2 years there's been a lot of change. It's pretty neat.
So was this something that you just kind of fell into, or how did you get involved into the commercial side? I know that a lot of people, come into the family business or they go to work for a residential contractor.
Right.
How did you get to the point where you were actually doing the commercial side of this more than the residential?
Well, when I got out of school and I was living in College Station, we did mainly residential, a lot of multifamily stuff. I moved out to Lubbock. I wound up working for a refrigeration company. In fact, it's funny that all the people that I work for in Lubbock are actually people that Marvin all knows or worked with, but we never had met each other. But so I got into doing a lot of restaurant work and a lot of grocery stores where we're building like big rack systems, which I don't do any of that anymore. But that's how I started getting into the commercial business. And then when I got out of school and moved back to Austin, I went to work for a company that all they did was commercial work, and that's been all we've done for, I guess, 21, 22 years now.
Right. Well, help me tell the people that maybe aren't involved in ACCA what ACCA gives you as a commercial contractor. What are the things that ACCA can help you with as a commercial contractor to help grow your business?
You know what? ACCA gives me a lot of resources, a lot of places that if I have a problem, I know where to go look for a solution, that there's somebody in ACCA through one of the chat rooms that they have or one of the people I've met that, I have a resource that I can call somebody. I can call Marvin. I can call somebody out of San Antonio. Even if I go to San Antonio and do work, I may not know the inspection process or what I need to do in San Antonio, but you know what? I know somebody in San Antonio that I can call. If I got to go to Houston, same thing. It gives me just a huge, just a big book of resources. I mean, it's very rewarding.
So for you, one of the prime benefits of ACCA is having that ability to pick up that ACCA-Texas directory, and to call somebody that's in another area to let them know that you may have a question about a permitting, or you may have a question about something that's dealing with their municipality.
Right.
So that's one of the things that helps you out with that?
Right, yes.
Outstanding. So Mike, as we move into 2014 and you take over as the president of ACCA-Texas, tell me or explain to me maybe some of what your vision might be for ACCA.
Yeah, I would really like to see membership start to increase, statewide, not just in Austin. And it'd be really nice to start seeing some younger people, some younger contractors start getting involved. Maybe some more commercial contractors would be really good. One thing we have to do is, even this year, even though the legislature is not in session, we have to start getting ready for that. Start planning. In fact, raising PAC money if we need to.
Good point.
Because that's something that's very important. And I guess you'd ask, what had ACCA done for me, or how had I been involved? Tell you what, being able to go down to the state capitol and testify or give whatever it's called, in front of a committee, I'll tell you what, that's pretty humbling. But I don't think I would have ever got that chance to do that, to be able to participate in that part of the business, or in that part of our daily lives if it hadn't been for ACCA. So that was something pretty neat.
And that brings up a great point. As ACCA members know, this last legislative session was quite a battle for ACCA. We were battling many different fronts when it came to the home automation, it came to the thermostat issue, and those things that were taking place. 2013 was a battle. We appreciate you coming and testifying and everything that you did. We're going to gear up in 2014 as we push towards the 2015 legislative session, and we'll get everything out to the members and non-members alike on what our ACCA-Texas agenda will be legislatively. But I agree with you. One of the big benefits of ACCA is having that legislative representation at the state to try to protect your license and protect your industry as it moves forward. So, Mike, as we close here today, I know that you've been around the industry for a while. You're a commercial contractor. You have some of your family in the industry. You're very involved in the educational aspect of this and some of the legislative things that would happen last time. But I want to bring up a couple of things that we've done this year with ACCA-Texas. Okay. Are you a subscriber to TACCA TV?
Yeah, sure am.
Got the new TACCA TV out there that you can find off of our website at www.tacca.org. Did you find that to be a valuable benefit of your membership?
Of course. I mean, I swear everything that's on the website in some way benefits me.
Fantastic. And another thing we've got coming out here in a couple of days, we're going to be mailing out our first magazine, The Zone. Cool. Looking forward to getting that, right?
Right. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. And then finally, as you mentioned earlier, we've got a couple of now concurrent continuing education classes for the HVAC contractors that are available online as a valuable part of your membership. You can take it online or you can take it in the classroom for free if you're an ACCA member. Mike, really do appreciate everything.
Thanks for coming out, Todd.
You bet. I got a great place out here.
Appreciate that.
Nice to be in the middle of Central Texas, not too far from my house, so that makes it even better.
Right.
We look forward to your presidency in 2014 and everything that's going to bring forward with ACCA. And as always, if you have any questions or comments or concerns, you can get a hold of me, Todd McAlister, at ACCA-Texas at 1-800-998-4822. Or you can reach me by email at todd@tacca.org. We hope everybody has a great 2014, and we look forward to serving you not only today and tomorrow, but into the future as well.